2 days since 8 years of surveillance had shattered across his desk like broken glass. If you are just joining the party, please watch part 1 to understand. Link below, and don't forget to subscribe and drop a comment about what you think of the story. Amara's fingers trembled as she pressed the knife against the apple. 2 days. 2 days since she'd discovered the files in Woo's office. The apple split clean through, the blade hitting the plate with a sharp crack. She hadn't seen him since, not once. No mandatory dinners, no footsteps outside her door at night. Nothing. The silence was worse than his presence. Mrs. Kang brought meals 3 times a day, always alone, always quiet. When Amara asked where Woo was, Mrs. Kang would only say, "The master is occupied," as if discovering his obsession was just another inconvenience in his schedule. A soft rap on the door made her jump. "Miss Amara," Mrs. Kang entered with fresh linens. "You barely touched breakfast again. I'm not hungry." Mrs. Kang's eyes were knowing, too knowing. The master hasn't been sleeping either. His light stays on until dawn. So he was still here, still in the mansion, just avoiding her. "Whatever happened between you two?" Mrs. Kang began. "Nothing happened. Lies don't suit you, child." Mrs. Kang set down the linens. "But if you're going to survive in this house, you'll need to learn them." Before Amara could respond, another knock echoed through the room. "Amara?" Jun Ho's voice was warm, concerned. "It's me. Can I come in?" Mrs. Kang's expression tightened almost imperceptibly. She moved to the door and opened it. Jun Ho stood in the hallway, perfectly dressed, perfectly concerned. His smile was gentle. "Mrs. Kang, would you mind giving us a moment?" Mrs. Kang glanced at Amara, then left without a word. Jun Ho entered, closing the door softly behind him. "You've been hiding?" "I've been resting. You haven't left this room in 2 days, and my brother's been locked in his office for just as long." He moved closer, his expression sympathetic. "What happened between you two?" Amara's pulse quickened. How did he know? Nothing. Amara. Jun Ho sat in the chair by the window. "I know my brother. He doesn't disappear unless something breaks. What did he do to you?" Everything about him seemed genuine. The concern in his eyes, the gentle tone, the careful distance he maintained. But Woo's warning echoed in her mind. Jun Ho is never just kind. He's calculating, manipulative, dangerous. She studied him now, really studied him. The way his hands rested casually on the armrests, the slight tilt of his head, the perfect calibration of his expression, concerned but not intrusive. It was too perfect. "He didn't do anything," Amara said carefully. "Then why are you both acting like ghosts in the same house?" Because she'd discovered 8 years of surveillance, because she didn't know whether to be terrified or something else, something she didn't want to name. "I needed time to think," she said. "About what?" "About survival." Jun Ho's eyes flickered with something. Satisfaction, interest. It was gone before she could name it. "Smart," he said softly. "That's exactly what you should be thinking about." He stood, moving to the window. "We will be having a gala in a week." Her stomach dropped. "A gala?" "Father plans to announce you officially, introducing you to every major player in the underworld." "And did you just say in a week?" She was almost screaming. "Yes, it'll be intense, all eyes on you, judging whether you're worthy of the park name." He turned to face her. "Whether you're strong enough to survive this family, and if they decide I'm not." Jun Ho's expression darkened. "Then you become a liability, and this family doesn't keep liabilities." The threat was clear, even wrapped in concern. "But I'll be there." Jun Ho added quickly, "If you need anything, if anyone makes you uncomfortable, I'll help." Always helping, always there. Too convenient, too perfect. Why? Amara asked suddenly. Why what? Why do you keep helping me? What do you get out of it? For a fraction of a second, surprise crossed his face. Then the gentle mask returned. Because someone should, because you're trapped in a nightmare and my brother put you here. Your brother? Amara stood, moving closer. You really hate him, don't you? Jun Ho's mask slipped, just for a moment. Something cold flashed in his eyes. Then it was gone. I don't hate him. I pity him. Why? Because he's destroyed everything good he ever had, including himself. Jun Ho moved toward the door. Jun Ho! He paused at the door. Why do you really want to help me? He looked back, and for the first time his smile didn't reach his eyes. Because my brother doesn't deserve you, he never did. He left. Amara stood in the silence, her instincts screaming. Something was wrong. Jun Ho's concern felt manufactured. His timing was too convenient. His warnings were too pointed. Siwoo had told her Jun Ho was dangerous, that he manipulated people. But Siwoo had also stalked her for 8 years. Who was the real monster? She needed answers. And there was only one person who could give them to her, even if she hadn't seen him in 2 days, even if facing him again terrified her. That night, Amara waited until the mansion grew quiet, until the guards changed shifts, until she heard Mrs. Kang's door close down the hall. Then she slipped from her room. The west wing was dark, silent. She moved through shadows, heart hammering. Siwoo's office door was closed, but light seeped from beneath it. He was awake. She raised her hand to knock, then froze. What was she doing? What could she possibly say to him? Before she could decide, the door opened. Siwoo stood there and still dressed, eyes bloodshot. A glass of whiskey in his hand, he stared at her like she was a ghost. Amara. Her name on his lips sent a shiver through her. We need to talk, she said. Siwoo stepped aside without a word. She entered. The office reeked of whiskey and sleeplessness. Papers scattered across his desk. The safe was still open, empty now. He'd put the files away, but the violation remained. He closed the door, leaned against it like he needed the support. You shouldn't be here, he said quietly. Where else would I go? Back to my cage. He flinched, actually flinched. Amara moved deeper into the room, her anger rising now that she was here. 2 days, Siwoo. You've avoided me for 2 days. I know. That's it. You know. Her voice cracked. You had people follow me for 8 years, photograph me, document every moment of my life. And now you can't even look at me? I can't. He stopped, pressing the glass against his forehead. I don't know what to say to you. You can tell the truth. The truth? He laughed, bitter, broken. The truth is, I've been sitting in this office for 48 hours, trying to figure out how to explain something I don't understand myself. Try me. He drained the whiskey. Set the glass down too hard. After high school, after what I did to you, I tried to forget. I tried to move on. His voice was raw. I couldn't. So you hired people to stalk me. I needed to know you were safe. That's not safety. The words exploded from her. That's surveillance. That's control. You stole my privacy. You watched me live my life like I was some experiment. I know. He turned to face her fully. His eyes were red-rimmed, devastated. I know what I did was wrong. I know it was sick. I know. His voice broke. I know I had no right. Then why? Because I destroyed you once. The confession tore from him, and I spent every day after terrified that someone else would finish the job, that you'd... He stopped, jaw working. That you'd hurt yourself, that the world would hurt you, that I wouldn't know, that I wouldn't be able to... To what? Save me? Amara moved closer, fury and something else burning in her chest. You don't get to destroy someone and then play savior, Siwoo. That's not how this works. I know. Stop saying that. What do you want me to say? He pushed off the door, closing the distance between them. That I'm sorry, that I regret it. I do. Every goddamn day. His hands clenched at his sides, like he wanted to reach for her but didn't dare. That bet destroyed us both, Amara. You think you were the only one who broke that day? Don't you dare! I'm not comparing pain. His voice dropped. I'm not saying what I went through was the same. I'm saying I've spent 8 years watching you rebuild yourself, watching you smile, watching you be happy. He swallowed hard, and I knew I could never have that, never be part of that, because I was the one who destroyed it in the first place. Tears burned her eyes. Then, why force this? Marriage? Why trap me here? Because my father was going to sell you? The words came out flat, brutal. To Jang Minjai. You know who he is? Ice flooded her veins. Everyone knew Jang Minjai, the man who broke women for sport. Your father's debt landed on the wrong desk, Siwoo continued. Min Jae wanted you, specifically. He'd seen photos, heard you were mixed, Ethiopian. He has a thing for... He stopped, jaw clenched. I couldn't let that happen. So, you married me instead. How noble. It wasn't noble. His eyes were dark, honest. It was selfish. I told myself it was protection, that I was saving you. But the truth. He moved closer, close enough she could smell the whiskey on his breath. I couldn't stand the thought of anyone else having you. Even if you hate me, even if you never forgive me, at least you're here, alive, safe. Safe? She laughed, the sound breaking. You call this safe? I'm a prisoner, Siwoo. I can't leave. I can't see my father. I can't. Your father is safe. I made sure of it. He pulled out his phone, showed it to her. Bank statements, medical bills, paid. The debt is cleared. He has security. A new apartment. He's protected. She stared at the screen. Her father's name. The zeros. The marriage cleared the principal, Siwoo said quietly. I cleared the rest. He doesn't know. I made it look like the family did it, but it was me. Her hands trembled. Why? Because you love him. And I... He stopped, turned away. I needed you to have one less thing to fear. The room spun. Everything she thought she understood was crumbling. I don't understand you, she whispered. I don't understand any of this. Neither do I. He poured another drink. His hands shook. I just know that when I close my eyes, all I see is you at 17, looking at me like I'd hung the stars, and then... His voice cracked. Then I see your face, when you found out about the bet, when you realized I'd used you. You destroyed me, I know. He turned back. And I've spent every day since trying to make sure nothing else did, even if it meant becoming your nightmare. She wanted to hate him. She should hate him. But seeing him like this, broken, drunk, she saw the truth. He wasn't just her captor. He was broken too, twisted by his father, by this life, by his own guilt. Jun Ho came to see me today, she said suddenly. Siwoo's expression shifted. What did he say? He warned me about you, said you were dangerous, possessive. He's right. He also said he'd protect me at the gala, that he'd keep me safe. No. The word was sharp, immediate. Siwoo crossed the room, gripping her shoulders. Listen to me, Amara. Whatever Jun Ho said, whatever he offered, don't trust him. Why? Because my brother doesn't do anything without a reason. And if he's getting close to you, it's because he wants something. What could he possibly want from me? Siwoo's grip tightened. His eyes were desperate. Me. He wants me. What do you mean he wants you? Amara's voice was barely a whisper. Siwoo released her shoulders, turning away. His hand dragged through his hair. Jun Ho has always wanted what I have. The position, the power, father's approval. He poured another drink, didn't touch it. But mostly, he wants me gone. Gone as in, dead. The word hung in the air like smoke. He's been positioning himself for years, making alliances, undermining me with the family, waiting for the right moment. Amara's mind raced. Jun Ho's gentle smiles, his convenient timing, his warnings about Siwoo. You think he's plotting against you? I know he is. Siwoo turned back, his eyes desperate. I just can't prove it yet, but if he's getting close to you... His jaw clenched. He's using you, creating distance between us, making you doubt me. It's what he does. She should defend Jun Ho, should tell Siwoo he was paranoid, but she couldn't. I know, she said quietly. Siwoo froze. What? I know something's wrong with him. The words came faster now. He's always there, always offering help, always asking about you. His timing is too perfect. His concern feels... She struggled for the word. Manufactured. You noticed. Something like relief crossed Siwoo's face. I'm not stupid. I've been watching him. She wrapped her arms around herself. The way he talks about you, it's not pity. It's not even anger. It's something colder, more calculated. Did he say anything specific? He keeps warning me you're dangerous, that you don't really care, that I should trust him instead. She met Siwoo's eyes. I already know what you are, but he always makes sure to remind me, and every time he shows up, I keep thinking, why? What does he really want? Siwoo moved closer. What else? Today, when I questioned him, asked why he kept helping me, she remembered the flash of cold in Jun Ho's eyes. His mask slipped. Just for a second. He looked... She shuddered. Empty. Like there was nothing behind the smile. That's him. Siwoo's voice was grim. That's the real Jun Ho. Everything else is performance. But I don't have proof. Just instinct. Neither do I. Siwoo's frustration bled through. He's too careful. Too smart. He's been playing this game since we were teenagers. They stood in heavy silence. The gala, Amara said suddenly. He mentioned it today, said your father would be testing me, that you wouldn't be able to protect me there. Siwoo's expression darkened. He's setting something up, using the gala for... He stopped. I don't know what, but something's coming. Then we need to find out what. The words left her mouth before she'd fully formed the thought. Siwoo stared at her. We? He thinks I trust him. Amara's mind was working now, pieces clicking together. He thinks I'm on his side, that I'm angry at you, vulnerable. Amara, I can use that. She stepped closer. I can stay close to him. Let him think I believe his lies. Find out what he's really planning. Absolutely not. Siwoo's voice was sharp. You have no idea how dangerous he is, and you have no proof without someone on the inside. She held his gaze. You said it yourself. He's too careful, too smart. He won't slip up unless he feels safe. I won't put you in danger. I'm already in danger. Her voice rose. I'm trapped in this house with both of you. At least this way, I have some control. If he suspects for even a second, he won't. She surprised herself with how certain she sounded. Because I'm good at this, Siwoo. I survived being black in Korea. I survived my mother dying. I survived you destroying me. The last words cut deep, but she didn't soften them. I know how to wear a mask. Something shifted in his expression. Pain, pride, fear. I can't protect you if you're close to him, he said quietly. I'm not asking for protection. I'm asking for a deal. His eyes narrowed. What kind of deal? I'll help you. I'll get close to Jun Ho. Find out what he's planning. Gather proof. She swallowed hard. But when this is over, when Jun Ho is exposed and dealt with, you let me go. The words landed like a physical blow. Siwoo stepped back. You want out. I want my freedom. Real freedom. Her voice steadied. You already cleared my father's debt. You let me leave this marriage, divorce me. Let me walk away with enough money to disappear. Amara, that's the deal, Siwoo. I help you survive your brother. You give me my life back. Silence stretched between them. She watched emotions war across his face, desperation, grief, resignation. If I agree, he finally said, voice rough, if I let you do this, and you help me, you really want to leave? Yes. The single word broke something in him. She saw it, the fracture, the collapse. I'd rather risk my life for freedom than live in a cage. She paused, even a gilded one. He was quiet for so long, she thought he might refuse. Then, if I agree, if we do this, he looked back at her. You have to promise me something. What? If anything feels wrong, if Jun Ho does anything, says anything, that makes you afraid. You come to me immediately. You shouldn't try to handle it alone. Siwoo, that's my condition. His eyes were fierce. You want freedom? Fine. I'll give it to you, but not if you're dead. She nodded slowly. Deal. And one more thing. He moved closer. In public. Around my family. We play our parts. You're my wife. I'm your husband. No one can suspect we're working together. I can do that. Can you? His voice dropped. Make them all believe this marriage is real. Her throat tightened. Can you? I don't have to pretend. The raw honesty in his voice cut through her. But you do. They stood close now. Too close. She could see every sleepless shadow under his eyes, every crack in his armour. And what will you be doing? I'll do what I always do. Play the cold, ruthless air. His expression hardened. And watch my brother. If he touches you, he won't. If he does. Siwoo's voice turned deadly. Deal or no deal. Freedom or no freedom. I'll kill him myself. The threat hung between them, promise and warning wrapped together. I need to go, Amara said, before someone notices. Wait. Siwoo unlocked his desk drawer, pulled out a phone. Small, plain, untraceable. Only I have this number. Their fingers brushed as she took it. Neither pulled away. If anything happens, anything, you call me. His grip tightened. I don't care when. I don't care where. You call. I will. Promise me. I promise. He released her hand like it hurt. She turned to leave. Amara. She stopped. After this is over, when you're free. His voice cracked. Will you ever forgive me? The question stole her breath. She wanted to say no, wanted to tell him some things were unforgivable, but she didn't know anymore. I don't know, she whispered. That's more than I deserve. She moved toward the door. Morning came too fast. Miss Amara? Mrs. Kang's knock. Shopping! For your gala dress. The boutique was elegant, expensive, suffocating. Amara tried on a dress after dress, each one more elaborate than the last. They finally chose a red gown, elegant, commanding, perfect for a Park family wife. Back at the mansion, Mrs. Kang smiled. You'll be stunning. The family will be impressed. I hope so. Perhaps some fresh air. The garden is lovely this time of day. Amara nodded. She needed to clear her head. The garden was quiet, peaceful. She found a bench overlooking the koi pond and sat. Jun Ho stood on the path. Jun Ho, she called. He turned. Hey, Amara. Her pulse spiked. The game starts now. He sat beside her, close but not touching. How are you? I've been thinking, Amara said carefully. About what? About everything. This marriage. Siwoo. She let her voice shake. He said terrible things the other night, that I belong to him, that I'll never leave. Jun Ho's expression darkened with satisfaction. He'd been waiting for this. I tried to warn you. His hand touched her arm, gentle, calculated. He's dangerous. I don't know what to do. I can't even see my father. You're not alone. He leaned closer. I'll help you. How? After the gala, after father officially recognizes you, things will change. His voice dropped. I could even arrange a visit with your father. Her heart stopped. You could do that? Of course. Father has final say in family matters, and father listens to me. His smile widened. The words felt loaded, dangerous. Would you really help me? We're family now. I take care of my family. His thumb traced circles on her arm. Stay close to me on the night of the gala. I'll protect you. From what? His smile was cold. From anyone who might want to hurt you. He left. That night. Amara waited until the mansion grew quiet. Then she slipped through the dark corridors to the west wing. Light bled from beneath Si Woo's door. She knocked softly. He opened immediately, pulling her inside. You shouldn't be here. I saw Jun Ho today. In the garden. I know. What did he say? That he'd help me see my father after the gala. That your father listens to him. That he's closer to things than you realize. Si Woo's jaw clenched. He's making his move. What do we do? You keep playing along. He turned to face her. Whatever he's planning, it's connected to that night. Then, we need to be ready. We? His expression softened slightly. We, she confirmed. They stood in heavy silence. Are you afraid? She asked, terrified. His honesty was brutal, not of Jun Ho or whatever he is planning, but of losing you when this is over. Her breath caught. Si Woo, I know. We have a deal. He set down his glass, moved closer. You help me expose him. I give you freedom. Then let's survive first. Right. Survive first. He stopped inches from her. But I need to know something, and I need the truth. What? His eyes searched hers, desperate, raw, dangerous. When this is over? When you have your freedom? Will you actually leave? Her throat tightened. That's the deal. That's not what I asked. He moved closer. Will you leave? Or is part of you hoping I'll ask you to stay? The question cut through every defense she'd built. Don't lie to me. Not about this. She couldn't answer, couldn't breathe. His hand cupped her face. That's what I thought. He kissed her. Not gentle, not asking permission. Raw and desperate, and 8 years of wanting poured into one moment. She should push him away, should remind him of the deal, of everything he'd done. Instead, she kissed him back. His hands tangled in her hair. Her fingers gripped his shirt. The kiss deepened. Anger and need and something neither of them could name. When they finally broke apart, both breathing hard, his forehead rested against hers. She pulled away, heart pounding, terrified of what she'd just admitted without words. She'd kissed him back. After everything he'd done, after 8 years of pain, after swearing she'd take her freedom and never look back, she'd kissed him back. And part of her, the part she'd been trying to silence since the night he'd broken down in this office, didn't want to stop. Thank you for staying till the end. Do not forget to subscribe for part 3. Drop a comment. Team Freedom or Team Si Woo? Do you think Amara should leave or stay? And more importantly, do you think Jun Ho will let her survive long enough to choose? Find out when part 3 drops.